Brian's dad's like. In fact, I just want to make one point from that movie, if you did get a chance to see it. They go through the whole movie, and what happened was the company, Life Magazine, made these incredible photos of just the most amazing, iconic symbols of life in the world. And they were just incredible. And what happened was, business changes, right? Businesses change. And so they were changing in their whole, going to digital, getting rid of the beautiful pictures on the front. So Walter Mitty was the guy that worked on those pictures and actually helped create, with the photographer, the picture on the front of the magazine. And so in comes this absolutely Richard Cranium, and I'll let you figure out what that means. It's abbreviations or nicknames for certain kinds of things. But basically, he comes in, and the first thing he's on the elevator with Walter Mitty, who's played by, of all people, Ben Stiller, who's just, I love Ben Stiller. Something About Mary, that's one of my favorite movies. But anyway. So anyway, Ben Stiller, Walter Mitty, is going up the elevator, and this guy just pounds him and says, you are the flea of the flea, the flea of the dog, right? He just puts him down, and the whole movie's about putting down. What happened was, in the last cover, the photographer, the famous photographer, sent in a roll of 25. The 25th one was missing. And when he sent it in, he actually sent Walter a little wallet saying, I'm sorry, this is your last one, and I want to give you this, and and has a little saying on it. So Walter had the thing. So anyway, the whole movie is between Walter's fantasy living through this guy, and then basically Walter actually going after it because he's got to find this negative. And he gets the guy that runs the company now is just all over him, abusing him, making him worthless, say you're not worth anything. And the very last scene in the movie is basically Walter's gone through this transformation where he's gone from being on the sidelines, where some of you are now, to being totally all out doing these crazy things that most of us wouldn't even think about doing, kind of like Brian's dad. And then basically at the very end of the movie, can I ruin the movie for you? No. I don't care. I'm gonna ruin it anyway. You know why? Because I got the microphone. So at the very end of the movie, he meets of all Kristen Wiig from Saturday Night Live.
I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, well you can go like and have a little temper tantrum if you don't want to hear it. But at the very end of the movie, basically both are fired. They're getting their unemployment. All of a sudden he had no possibilities, and he's walking out. And he just doesn't care because he's now lived a cool life. He's walking out, and she goes, "Wait, today's the day the cover comes out." And so they go to the newsstand, and you look down, and they pick it up, and guess what the cover is? The cover is from this photographer who said it was the quintessential photograph that represented the power of this company. And guess what? Rather than being like a scene in the Alps or some kind of an eagle somewhere, you know what it was? It was a picture of Walter Mitty sitting there in front of the Life headquarters, looking at the film. Because the thing that really matters are people. And that's what we are. We're a company and a group of people, including our partners, our corporate partners, that we were crying today. We love people. But Jeanette, basically, that's why, poor Meg had to go to the investors, and it's a job, someone's got to do it. I'm glad I don't have to do it. And basically, she went and gave a presentation, and she's sitting there, yeah, we're doing good, and everything's great, we're going to save the world. They're going, These guys are making great money, and they're stressed out. They're all got metabolic syndrome. They're all going to die when they're 50. But they're like, we make lots of money. We're investors, and what they're going is like this. They have no joy. It's like an American Beauty. Oh, I have happiness in my life. They have no happiness. So what we want to do now is bring up, in my opinion, one of the quintessential trilliologists.
And actually an integrated presidential director.
Brian Drollinger. On your feet.